Well, I do have one more thing I wanted to watch that kind of ties up something from an earlier stream. Okay, we can do
Mm.
Dan Pena or Mancow on Keith Olbermann. I have
Mm.
Mancow on Keith Olbermann.
Mancow and Keith Oldbermann will be so bad.
I
Let's
know.
watch that. Let's watch
Yeah,
that.
it's him doing the waterboarding is actually torture thing. It's when he decided
Yeah,
that
do the cops come? Can we just to like?
hold on, I'll check. I'll make sure.
Yeah, let's make sure they don't. I just don't think they do, but
I doubt they do, but I'll run through the video real quick. Oh my god, I can't get over to the I'm gonna fucking murder somebody. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm gonna look real quick to see if the cops come for Bubba before we they didn't come.
they didn't come,
Much like
folks.
Tom. That guy Tom was answering a question about. So this is Mancow
I
after
hated that. Hey, Libby, we got a raid. We're gonna have to stream
Libtron.
for longer. Looks like we're going for an hour longer, folks. Hello, everyone from Libby's stream. We're about to watch Mancow on Keith Olbermann, talking about waterboarding, and yeah, we'll be here for, I suppose, another hour and a half, 2 hours.
I want to set something up real quick about this that we have in the past watched Mancow get waterboarded, and one of the things that we knew about was that they did it wrong. We watched them
Yeah,
do it;
they
they didn't
didn't
get it
do it.
right.
Yeah, they just like poured some water on his head or whatever.
And he didn't even last 1 minute. Are the sound alerts broken again? Are you?
Yeah, well, because they are right because you don't have the thing up, right?
What thing up? I
Like
have it up.
you're streaming it in a different way now, right? So
No,
maybe
they
that
should be
affects it.
working. It's all the way I have it.
Well, in the fifth hour, we'll get them up and going for sure.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be really good because I want to tell everybody I've always wanted to show this, and one of the reasons why I wanted to show you this is that Keith Oldbermann. This is before Mancow went and became conservative, before he got signed on to do Fox. So he gets waterboarded, and he goes on Keith Oldbermann show, and let's see how he acted on here pre, the thing.
Sean Hannity's only response thus far to being called out on failing to live up to his promise to be waterboarded for charity was to disparage his own guest, Jesse Ventura, for volunteering to do the waterboarding. In our number one story, somebody who thought waterboarding was not torture decided to put his theory to the test. Chicago radio host Mancow, Eric Muller, who'll join us in a moment. Presumably you saw this last Friday.
Here it is.
Here it is.
This is completely wrong. Completely fucking wrong. Okay.
Yeah, but still, he also, in case you're wondering, it totally changed his mind and he thought that it was horrible, horrible torture.
1 second. He did it for 1 second and sat up and decided it was the worst torture he's ever
The worst torture ever, yeah.
Totally wrong.
Yeah.
Before calling it off, announcing it was torture, and based on his own experience that it was more than that, it was drowning, and it was even more than that. If he was being interrogated using this technique, he would have confessed to anything.
We're going to do it on 5, okay?
Here he goes.
1, 2, I lied.
He's got his mouth closed. It's just like bouncing off his mouth.
It's not even close to waterboarding.
Oh, God.
Mancow is soaked. Would you consider that torture?
Look, all that's been done to this country, and I heard about water being dropped on someone's face, and I never considered torture. Even when I was laying there, I thought this is going to be no big deal. I go swimming. It's going to be like being in the tub.
I go
It
swimming.
is such an odd feeling to have water poured down your nose and your mouth with your head back. It was instantaneous. I thought I could hold out 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It was instantaneous, and I don't want to say this. I do not want to say this. Absolutely torture.
You do.
Absolutely. I mean, that's drowning.
Joining us now from Chicago, the host of his own
Ooh,
morning
look
show.
at
Oh,
WS
cow.
Radio.
Cal's looking good.
Cow, he's got no sunglasses on. Wow, this is Cow in his best form, definitely.
This is Mancow trying to do some liberal stuff here.
Mancow. Good evening, sir.
Keith, good evening.
Let's stipulate at the beginning, you and I are not going to agree on about anything politically, so we'll just set that aside and focus on what you went through. Congratulations on
Isn't
going.
that sad you would say that, though?
Well, but congratulations.
you would say
Is
that?
it like way off the
It
audio?
is way off. I think it's let's see.
First of all,
Yeah.
Sean Hannity
Oh,
called
God.
me and said, it's still not torture. I said, Sean, he's a friend of mine. It is torture.
Oh, he's friends with Hannity.
It's not sunk up, but I think we can live with that.
Yeah, yeah.
But look, you're giving $10,000 to the veterans, the veterans-of-valor.org. So I think you're a stand-up guy for doing that, and that's why I'm sitting here.
Well, same.
So thank you.
Well, that's where we share. That's our common ground. I think you're a stand-up guy for lying down in that case.
Now let's go. Now let's fight. Now let's fight.
No, because I've got to throw out the legalities and the ethics of this thing. You said you.
So
would
so
confess
wait,
to
I have a
anything to make it
question.
stop.
Has this fucking Olbermann goon seen the video?
He played it. Just then.
So is he going to address the fact that what he did isn't waterboarding?
No, because it reinforces what Olbermann already thinks. You know.
So he's going to ignore the video that he showed where everybody can see that he didn't even do like any kind of waterboarding and there's something really awry here and he's just going to play dumb.
Yes.
And then the scenario that everybody who approves of this likes to use, there's a bomb somewhere, it's going off in 15 minutes, so you waterboard the guy to find out where it is. Can you, having gone through this, trust you'd get the right answer?
Keith, the honest answer is I don't know. Look, if I had information, I'm sure I would have given it up. I would have said anything to make it stop. Look, you've said something incorrectly, and I think everyone has. They compare it to drowning. Now, I drowned as a kid, and I had to be revived. And I've also...
That like explains a lot to me, I think.
Yeah.
been whitewater rafting, if you've ever had that sensation of being caught underwater. This is worse. Okay, this isn't gulping for air. This is your brain is shut off. This is water at the back of your skull.
Well, usually
a
they
gallon
cover
of
your
water poured
mouth
down
when
my
they do
nose.
it,
I had
though,
Irene
and
do
not
it.
your eyes
And
necessarily.
I mean, it was good night, Irene, game over. So, look, I was laughing about this. This was a stupid radio thing. And I thought I could go 30 seconds. I'll hold my breath.
can't
Big
believe
deal.
how
They
wrong
sprinkle
they did
water.
it.
It is a big deal, and it's torture. I guess that's why you're having me here tonight.
But why did you not know this beforehand? I mean, why did you not believe that it was I'm not denigrating it, but is it the word? I mean, it sounds like, oh, snowboarding. I mean, should we have called it something else? Should we call it drowning or something worse than that?
Well, but I don't think drowning is harsh enough.
Wow.
I think water.
But you said that.
Actually said it.
Like
You called it drowning.
And then you said you drowned when you were a kid.